Seniors, the truth about multivitamins, do they harm more than help? Multivitamins are among the most common supplements taken by seniors. They are marketed as insurance for health, promising to fill in nutritional gaps and keep the body strong. Many people over 60 take them daily, believing they are a safeguard against aging. But new research is challenging this belief. Large studies show that multivitamins may not deliver the protection they promise. In fact, some vitamins in excess can be harmful for older adults, especially when combined with medications. What looks like a simple daily habit may not always help, and in some cases, it can quietly harm. If you want clear, senior-focused health guidance backed by science, subscribe now and join this community. Each week we explore the truth about food, supplements, and habits that matter most after 60. Share your experiences in the comments. Your story may help another senior make smarter health choices. Walk into any pharmacy or supermarket and you will see shelves lined with bottles of multivitamins. They are one of the most purchased supplements worldwide, and seniors are among their most loyal users. The reasons are easy to understand. After 60, the body's needs change, and many worry that their daily diet is not enough to keep up. Multivitamins seem like a simple solution, one pill that promises to cover all the gaps. For decades, doctors and advertisements have reinforced this idea. Seniors were often told that as appetite decreases with age, a supplement ensures the body still receives every essential vitamin and mineral. The message was reassuring: even if meals are small, or if certain foods are avoided, a multivitamin can act as a safety net. For many older adults, this reassurance is one of the strongest reasons to keep taking them. The psychology of multivitamins is powerful. They give a sense of control over aging. Swallowing a pill each morning can feel like an investment in strength, memory, and independence. Seniors may see them as a daily shield against illness, a habit that provides peace of mind. Even when energy levels dip or memory falters, the presence of a multivitamin offers comfort. At least something proactive is being done. There are also practical reasons. Many seniors live with chronic conditions that affect appetite or digestion. Medications can reduce taste, cause nausea, or alter nutrient absorption. Dental issues may make chewing difficult, limiting food choices. In these situations, a multivitamin seems like an easy way to guarantee basic nutrition without the effort of changing meals. For caregivers and family members, giving a multivitamin feels like an act of care, a way to provide security in a simple form. Cultural habits also play a role. For years, multivitamins have been promoted heavily in media, often with images of active, smiling older adults. The message has been consistent: take this pill, and you will stay vibrant and strong. With this marketing repeated across generations, it is no surprise that many seniors see multivitamins as almost essential, no different from brushing teeth or taking prescribed medications. Doctors themselves contributed to the popularity. In earlier decades, medical advice often included recommending multivitamins as a routine practice, especially for older adults. While more recent research has questioned their benefits, the older advice still lingers in the minds of many seniors. Once a habit forms, it is hard to break, especially when it is tied to a sense of protection. It is also important to acknowledge the reality of modern diets. Many seniors do not eat as broadly as they once did. Some skip meals, others rely heavily on convenience foods, and some follow restrictive diets due to health conditions. In these cases, the fear of deficiency is valid. Multivitamins appear to provide an answer, even if it is not always the best one. The reliance on multivitamins reflects a deeper truth about aging: the desire for safety, simplicity, and independence. Seniors turn to them not only for nutrients but also for confidence that they are taking steps to preserve health. The bottle of pills becomes more than a supplement, it becomes a symbol of effort and self-care. The question that now arises is whether this trust is deserved. Do multivitamins truly provide the benefit seniors expect, or is the reassurance stronger than the reality? To answer that, we must look closely at what the science says about their actual effects on longevity, disease prevention, and memory. When seniors take a multivitamin each day, The expectation is clear: longer life, stronger protection against disease, and sharper memory. But decades of research show a different picture. Despite their popularity, multivitamins do not seem to provide the broad, powerful benefits many people expect. In fact, the science consistently shows that they may offer little to no improvement in longevity for the average healthy senior. Large-scale clinical trials have tested this question directly. One of the most important was the Physicians' Health Study 2, which followed over 14,000 male doctors for more than a decade. Participants were randomly assigned to take either a daily multivitamin or a placebo. At the end of the study, the results were striking. There was no significant difference in the rates of major diseases such as heart disease or cancer. The men taking multivitamins did not live longer than those who did not. While there were some small benefits, such as slightly lower cancer risk in specific groups, the overall conclusion was that multivitamins did not extend life expectancy. Other research supports this finding. The U.S. Preventive Services Task Force, an independent panel of medical experts, reviewed dozens of studies involving thousands of participants. Their conclusion was clear: there is insufficient evidence to show that multivitamins prevent heart disease, cancer, or death in healthy adults. For seniors who take them with the hope of living longer, this conclusion is sobering. The story is similar when it comes to brain health. Many seniors take multivitamins to protect memory, but research has not shown strong support. Some studies suggest small improvements in certain cognitive tests, but most large trials have found no meaningful difference in preventing dementia or slowing cognitive decline. The brain is highly complex, and while it depends on nutrients, it seems that obtaining them through whole foods provides more reliable protection than from pills. One reason for these disappointing results is that nutrients from food and nutrients from supplements behave differently in the body. In whole foods, vitamins and minerals are surrounded by fibers, antioxidants, and other compounds that work together. This natural combination helps absorption and ensures nutrients are delivered where they are needed. In a pill, nutrients are isolated and sometimes given in synthetic forms that the body does not use as efficiently. A tablet cannot recreate the synergy of a plate of vegetables, fruits, grains, and proteins. Another explanation is that many seniors who take multivitamins are already getting adequate nutrition from their diet. If the body is not deficient, extra vitamins simply do not add extra benefit. Water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and the B vitamins are excreted in urine when consumed in excess. Fat-soluble vitamins, like A, D, E, and K, can build up, but more is not always better, and in some cases, it can even be harmful. This does not mean multivitamins are completely useless. For people with very poor diets, severe restrictions, or certain medical conditions, they may provide modest support. But the idea that they act as a shield against all major diseases is not supported by evidence. Instead, the research shows that long-term health and longevity come more reliably from balanced meals, regular activity, and medical care than from a pill. The key lesson from science is that multivitamins cannot replace a healthy diet. They may fill small gaps, but they do not transform health or significantly extend life. Seniors who place too much trust in them risk overlooking the real foundations of wellness: nutrient-rich foods, hydration, physical activity, and rest. Pills may offer reassurance, but reassurance is not the same as results. The next question is not only about what multivitamins fail to do but also about what risks they may bring. Because for seniors, certain nutrients in excess, or in combination with medications, can create problems that are more harmful than helpful. Multivitamins are often seen as harmless, just a simple pill that fills in the gaps of a senior's diet. But for older adults, this assumption can be misleading. While many nutrients are safe in moderate amounts, some vitamins and minerals in multivitamins can become harmful when taken in excess, especially for seniors who already have age-related health conditions or who take daily medications. The risks are rarely advertised, yet they deserve careful attention. One of the main concerns is iron. Many multivitamins still include iron, even though most seniors do not need it. After 60, iron requirements drop because the body is no longer building tissues as quickly as in youth. Too much iron can accumulate in the body, leading to a condition called iron overload. This damages the liver, heart, and pancreas. Seniors with even mild iron overload may experience fatigue, joint pain, or irregular heart rhythms. Doctors often caution that unless a senior has a diagnosed iron deficiency, multivitamins with iron should be avoided. Another nutrient of concern is vitamin A. While small amounts are essential for vision and immunity, excessive vitamin A intake can cause toxicity. Symptoms include dizziness, bone pain, nausea, and even liver damage. Seniors are especially vulnerable because the body stores vitamin A in fat and the liver, and it clears more slowly with age. High doses over time can also increase the risk of fractures by weakening bones, the very opposite of what seniors want. Retinol, the preformed version of vitamin A included in many supplements, carries the highest risk. Calcium is another case where more is not always better. Calcium is vital for bone health, but high supplemental doses may increase the risk of kidney stones and, in some studies, even cardiovascular problems. Multivitamins that contain large amounts of calcium, when combined with calcium from diet or separate supplements, can push seniors over safe limits. Doctors often recommend focusing on dietary calcium first and using supplements only if blood tests or bone scans confirm a need. Medication interactions add another layer of risk. Many seniors take blood thinners such as warfarin. Multivitamins often contain vitamin K, which interferes with how these medications work. Too much vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of blood thinners, raising the risk of dangerous clots. On the other hand, sudden decreases in vitamin K intake can make the medication too strong. Consistency is critical, and adding a multivitamin without medical guidance can disrupt that balance. Thyroid medications are another example. Supplements containing calcium or iron can bind to thyroid drugs in the stomach, reducing their absorption. Seniors may then see their thyroid symptoms worsen despite taking their medication faithfully. Doctors often instruct patients to separate thyroid medications and supplements by several hours, but this advice is not always followed. Diabetes medications can also be affected. High doses of vitamin C or E may interfere with blood sugar control, while magnesium can alter how certain drugs are absorbed. For seniors managing multiple prescriptions, adding a daily multivitamin without supervision can create subtle changes that complicate treatment. Beyond physical risks, there is the danger of false confidence. Many seniors believe that taking a multivitamin protects them even if their diet is poor. This belief can reduce motivation to eat balanced meals with fresh vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Over time, reliance on a pill rather than real food may worsen nutrient intake, since no supplement can provide the complex mix of antioxidants, fibers, and phytonutrients found in whole foods. Another overlooked risk is overlapping supplements. A senior may take a multivitamin, a separate calcium pill, and perhaps a joint supplement with added vitamin D. The combined amounts of certain nutrients, such as vitamin D or zinc, can exceed safe limits without the person realizing it. Unlike medications, supplements are not always tracked as carefully, so accidental overdosing is common. These risks do not mean that multivitamins are inherently dangerous, but they highlight why seniors should not assume they are always safe. The aging body processes nutrients differently, medications add complexity, and excesses can cause harm. For this reason, doctors often recommend blood tests to check nutrient levels before adding supplements. What looks like a simple habit may, without proper guidance, quietly harm rather than help. The next step is to ask, if multivitamins carry risks and limited benefits, when might they still be useful? The answer lies in specific situations where deficiencies are real and where a doctor guides their use. Despite the risks and limited benefits, multivitamins are not without value. There are circumstances where they can still play a helpful role for seniors, especially when guided by medical advice. The key is not to see them as a blanket solution for everyone over 60 but rather as a tool for specific needs. One situation where multivitamins may help is when seniors have poor appetite. Many older adults eat less due to reduced hunger cues, difficulty chewing, or medical conditions that make food less appealing. In these cases, overall nutrient intake may fall short. A small daily multivitamin can act as a backup to ensure essential vitamins and minerals are still present, even if meals are small or repetitive. Another case is when seniors follow restrictive diets. Those who avoid entire food groups, such as dairy, meat, or grains, may be at risk of deficiencies. A senior who avoids dairy may miss out on calcium and vitamin D. A vegetarian or vegan senior may lack vitamin B12, iron, or zinc. While the best solution is to adjust the diet where possible, a multivitamin can provide some coverage in the meantime. Absorption problems also justify multivitamin use. With age, the stomach produces less acid, making it harder to absorb vitamin B12, calcium, and magnesium from food. Some medications, such as those for acid reflux or diabetes, further interfere with absorption. In these situations, even a balanced diet may not deliver enough usable nutrients. A carefully chosen multivitamin can help fill that gap. Doctors sometimes recommend multivitamins for seniors recovering from illness, surgery, or long hospital stays. During recovery, the body's nutrient needs are higher, but appetite and digestion may be weaker. Short-term use of a multivitamin can support healing until normal eating patterns are restored. It is also worth noting that multivitamins may provide modest benefits in certain groups. Some research suggests small improvements in memory performance among seniors with very poor diets who begin taking multivitamins. Others show reduced risk of micronutrient deficiencies when supplements are used responsibly. These benefits are not dramatic, but they can make a difference for individuals who truly lack dietary variety. The important point is personalization. Not every senior needs a multivitamin, but some do. A doctor can help determine this through blood tests and health history. For example, a senior with confirmed low vitamin D may need a targeted vitamin D supplement rather than a broad multivitamin. Another with borderline anemia may benefit from added B12 or iron but should avoid other excesses. This tailored approach ensures safety while still addressing real deficiencies. What seniors must avoid is the assumption that multivitamins are universally good. Without medical need, they may add little benefit. But in targeted situations, poor appetite, restrictive diets, absorption issues, or recovery from illness, they can provide reassurance and modest support. The key lesson is that multivitamins should be used as a supplement, not a substitute. They should support, not replace, real food. Seniors who view them as a backup rather than a foundation are more likely to use them safely and effectively. If multivitamins are not the universal solution many believe them to be, what are the safer alternatives for seniors? The answer lies in two principles: first, focusing on nutrient-rich whole foods, and second, using targeted supplements only when real deficiencies are identified. This approach provides the body with what it truly needs while avoiding the risks of unnecessary excess. The foundation is always whole food nutrition. Foods contain a wide array of vitamins, minerals, fibers, and antioxidants that work together in ways a pill cannot replicate. Leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and collard greens provide vitamin K, folate, and magnesium. Nuts and seeds add vitamin E, zinc, and healthy fats that support both the brain and heart. Beans and lentils offer protein, fiber, iron, and B vitamins in a balanced form. Fish such as salmon or sardines deliver omega-3 fatty acids along with vitamin D and selenium, nutrients strongly linked with brain and bone health. By eating a variety of these foods daily, seniors can meet most of their nutritional needs naturally. For nutrients that are commonly low in seniors, individual supplements guided by blood work are often safer than broad multivitamins. For example, vitamin D deficiency is widespread among older adults, particularly those who spend little time outdoors. A simple blood test can confirm this, and a doctor can prescribe the right dosage. This targeted method avoids the problem of getting too much of one nutrient while not needing others. Similarly, vitamin B12 deficiency is common with age because stomach acid production declines, making it harder to absorb from food. Instead of a multivitamin, a standalone B12 supplement ensures adequate intake without unnecessary extras. Calcium is another nutrient that seniors often worry about. Instead of relying on a multivitamin with calcium, it is safer to focus on calcium-rich foods such as dairy, fortified alternatives, leafy greens, and almonds. If blood tests or bone scans show low calcium levels, a doctor may recommend a separate supplement in the right amount. This avoids the risk of kidney stones or artery calcification that can come from excessive, unmonitored calcium intake in multivitamins. The same applies to iron. Unless a blood test confirms deficiency, most seniors should avoid extra iron, since the risks of overload outweigh the benefits. Seniors who truly need it can use a prescribed iron supplement, carefully monitored by their doctor. Timing of foods also matters. For example, pairing vitamin C or rich foods like oranges, peppers, or berries with iron-rich meals improves absorption. Eating healthy fats with leafy greens enhances vitamin K uptake. These natural food pairings improve nutrient use in the body far more effectively than relying on a pill. Another alternative is to focus on balanced meals rather than isolated nutrients. A plate that includes lean protein, colorful vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats provides a spectrum of nutrients in harmony. Seniors who eat this way consistently often find they need few, if any, supplements. Hydration also plays a role. Water supports nutrient transport and digestion, making food-based nutrition more effective. For seniors who feel overwhelmed by meal planning, simple adjustments help. Replacing refined grains with whole grains, adding a handful of nuts or seeds daily, eating fish twice a week, and ensuring at least 2 servings of vegetables at lunch and dinner can cover many nutrient needs. These steps are practical and safer than depending on multivitamins. The key is personalization and moderation. Supplements should be chosen based on actual need, not on marketing claims. Food should remain the primary source of nourishment, supported by targeted supplementation when deficiencies are identified. This combination respects the body's natural processes, avoids unnecessary risks, and ensures seniors get the most from their nutrition. The truth about multivitamins is that they are not the magic shield many hope for. For seniors, the smarter path lies in building a nutrition plan that prioritizes real food, targets actual deficiencies, and avoids unnecessary pills. This approach respects the body's changing needs after 60 and provides strength, clarity, and resilience in daily life. The first step is to place whole foods at the center. Vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, fish, nuts, and seeds provide nutrients in the forms and combinations the body best understands. These foods also supply fibers, antioxidants, and plant compounds that pills cannot match. A colorful plate, eaten consistently, is more protective than any bottle of multivitamins. The second step is testing and personalization. Instead of assuming deficiencies, seniors can work with doctors to check levels of vitamin D, B12, calcium, and iron. If a shortage is found, a targeted supplement can be added in the correct amount. This avoids the risk of excess while ensuring real needs are met. It is a precise, safer way to supplement. The third step is consistency in daily habits. Hydration, balanced meals, and regular physical activity all help nutrients do their jobs more effectively. Sleep and stress management also play roles, since the body absorbs and uses nutrients best when systems are in balance. Closing summary and outro: multivitamins may look like a simple answer, but science shows they are not a cure-all. For many seniors, they provide little benefit and, in some cases, silent harm through overdosing or medication interactions. The better path is to focus on whole foods, supported by targeted supplements only when truly needed. Health after 60 is about thoughtful choices, not quick fixes. More pills do not equal more protection. By eating a varied diet, checking nutrient levels with doctors, and personalizing supplementation, seniors can preserve memory, energy, and independence for years to come. Your body deserves careful nourishment, not just reassurance. The truth is clear: smarter nutrition, not a multivitamin bottle, is what truly supports healthy aging.